Alrighty, Ruin Cuckoo Cuckoo to you and all my nobody's not watching out there. Did I? Oh, I did go back a bit. I did. I forgot why. I got distracted with. I don't know. I was looking for something. I was gonna. Oh, I was gonna do a stupid ass. I was gonna just do a audio outtakes, but it was just like so pointless that it was just like a 5-second audio outtakes, and it was just gonna be like Pulp Fiction. I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing, and it's just like it wasn't worth it, and I ended up like going down another rabbit hole of just like Pulp Fiction, like Pulp Fiction. There's a lot of things there, and I had to like comment because I'm that type of person. I was like, I read a comment and I couldn't find the video I was looking for, and it doesn't matter. She's fine. I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing. And what makes it worse is like in Pulp Fiction, that was said towards Marvin, which, spoiler alert for Pulp Fiction, if you haven't friggin' watched it, watch it. Like, it's not a big spoiler alert, but Marvin was kind of in on it. He was sort of in. Like, I could give you more spoiler alerts, but they're more like theories. But, like, Marvin was sort of in on it, and Jules was sort of like covering for him to be like, no, ain't nobody ain't talking to you. Shut the fuck up. Tell Ingrid off. Ooh, I'd love to. Ignore Ingrid or distract Ingrid. I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing. Distract her with what? What, am I gonna jingle some keys? Am I gonna throw what? Are ghosts attracted to certain things? I'm just gonna ignore her. Like, I wasn't talking to. What an oblivious friggin' question. It's like. I think what makes me so upset is just how much I wanted to like Ingrid, and they just made her the worst. Ingrid just went on and on and on like she always does. But as me and Day looked at each other, her voice just faded into the background. Oh wow, we're just tuning your ass out. And then it was weird, but I couldn't help but smile. And Day just smiled back. Like, you get it, right? It's like, yeah. I don't know why you keep putting up with that. I really don't. But I do get how annoying it is. Hey. Hey. You want to get out of here? Yeah. Ingrid just would go, too. I took her hand and we just left. Right in front of Ingrid. Just like... That's like the best middle finger. She'd just be like, I was fucking talking and stuff. And... I actually kind of ran. We didn't even bother taking my truck. Okay, so that's not great. But it, like, I don't know how much you had to drink. Or I don't feel like either of you had anything to drink. You just... Okay, it's sort of wholesome. Like, I'm trying to, like, look at it from my head, like a third eye. Sort of, like, imagining it sort of, like, thing. Imagination! Like... You guys just sort of ran, like, that seems very music video-y, you know, like, there's like an X, doesn't matter what gender or whether or not they're a friggin', you know, ghost or something, just talking and being like, oh, blah, 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 toxic and controlling, and just like, they just drone out, and it's all about the two, and it's like, you want to get out of here? It's like, yeah, and then they just grab each other's hands and just sort of run away. Like, that's wholesome. Like, probably laughing and just being like, it doesn't matter. Like, none of this matters. Like, the party. I feel bad about Robert. no idea what happened to Taylor or Brandon, and not caring. Like, not enough to, like, this is what's important. Feel bad. It's not that I don't care. It's just, like, I don't know, like, I don't think there was another outcome here for my character because I spent all my time and effort on Day. I only had half a beer and I was too paranoid to drive. You know what? You're small and half a beer. If you don't feel like you're safe to drive, then don't. Like, that's cool. I respect that. So we just ran away laughing together. I called it! Knew they'd be laughing or giggling or some shit. Just like, fuck it, whatever. Fuck all this. My first real party, and honestly, you fucking bailed. We showed up, immediately didn't like it. There was a number of dramatic things that happened, and I feel bad for Robert. Like, more so than I have for most of the other stuff that has happened. I do feel bad that, like, that I didn't do something or help, but I didn't ask him to do the keg stand, and I don't know. That whole, like, it feels like there was, like, a sort of a friend group that sort of, like, circles that bumped into each other and overlapped sometimes, and they were not healthy or good for each other, and it's largely because the toxic partners were, like, almost, like, in agreement that they didn't want interference, and so they just kind of kept them away. And that just kept happening. And then I showed up and sort of fucked all that up. And yeah. If I was in the same position today, I would have left it again. She was like, I would have made it. I'd have done the same damn thing. Nothing would have changed. For a day. Again, she's the one who I spent every last available option. I don't know if you can spread it around. I don't know what, but every time I could choose, if I had to choose one of the three, it was always her. And we ended up at the lake, which, okay. By the time we ran out of breath, we were at the lake. We were taking a break, still chuckling to ourselves about nothing, I guess. No, at that point, it, like, you didn't even know why you were laughing. You were just laughing because it was, like, fun to do this thing together and just be like, no one can stop us. We're gonna do it. When Day started to look serious, Stella, I have a lot I want to say, and I don't know where to start. We can't outrun fucking Ingrid, though. She doesn't have to run. Maybe you could start by explaining what the hell that was. Can we burn some sage? Like, holy water, anything. I'm so fucking tired of this bitch. Did you seriously just ditch me? Yes, but it obviously didn't work because you're a ghost. What are you? Stella, it's okay. Day, I'm gonna trust you that you have you're gonna do something here. And it's not gonna just be cave to Ingrid like you always do. I have to deal with this. I think you got it. Alright, I'll trust you. Oh, you have to deal with this. See, like, that shows so much about your character. How insecure you are, how much you just... Man. What the hell is going on, Day? Exactly what you knew would eventually happen because you're a toxic individual who has been controlling her life. Ingrid, I can't do this anymore. Do what? Whatever this has become. You're either nowhere to be seen or you won't leave me alone. That is an good for you, Dave, for using your skills of communication to break it down like that. Like, you're either nowhere to be seen or you won't leave me alone. That's not healthy. That's not good. It's always on your terms. And I'm a victim to whatever it is your whims are or decisions are at the time. Wow. Real nice day. Well, you know, just a fraction of what you do to me consistently. So, didn't realize I was such a nuisance. You choose to be. You don't have to be. I'm leaving. I'm going to college. I sent out applications to an art college and I got in. Maybe I should have totally told her to go to the art college. I'm sorry. I'm just like, I hate to be that way, but your art isn't like, I know that's the supportive thing to do. It's just like, oh, also I looked it up again, and I think it's actually supposed to take place in 1997, not 1977. So a lot of the time related things I said aren't really accurate. And again, I don't know what that, like, Ontario was like, you know, but in 1997, but it doesn't really matter. The point is, I was wrong there, but it's like, I still don't think she necessarily should have chosen art college, but you know what? If she didn't make it where she wanted to go and she wants, then this is like a, I mean, all right. Tuition there isn't too bad. There you go. I think with a bit of help from my mom, and if I get a part-time job, I could afford it. All right, happy medium. It's a compromise. I personally, still, I'm gonna state this: dick move. Don't think she has the talent for it. That's just my opinion. Could I be wrong? Hell yeah. I'm just based on the 5 drawings I've seen her do. The last one was the best one, and it's still just sort of a sketch comic thing. I'm probably seeing the least of what she has. It's just, it's not an easy, whatever. Moving on. What? I thought you said you were staying. No, you said I was, and you didn't bother to ask me if that's what I wanted. So that's it then. You're just gonna leave me? Yes. You can't. She can. My only worry is she's gonna be like, remember how I said at the beginning that I could, you know, poltergeist knives? Well, here's where you find out. And it's like, if I kill you, then you can't. Which I'm genuinely worried because, like, yeah. You still haven't figured out how I died. We know how you died, Ingrid. We've always known. Sigh. It was last year, the day before summer break. I had just broke up with you. Oh my god, don't be like that. Don't let it be like you jumped out off the gorge or something, and or you 86'd yourself, man. We had a fight and you stormed off. You said you were going to walk home. Honestly, I didn't believe you since school's about a mile of brush from your place. But you were serious. You made it about halfway there before stepping right into a bee's nest. Are you fucking kidding me? It's like a worse version of, spoiler alert for a really old movie most people, you've either seen it or you're not likely to ever ever see it. Macaulay Culkin, I think, was in it. I think. Called My Girl. Only, I think it actually has a similar sort of. The girl, it doesn't. It seems like a coming of age romantic thing, and then I think, they're dating. I haven't seen it forever. I don't even remember if I'm synopsising the movie properly. The only thing anybody remembers about it is that the girl dies because she's like either allergic to bees or she gets swarmed by them and then dies from them, and it's very sad. And it's like especially tragic because it was like over some sort of misunderstanding or I don't know. There's like a bunch of different options. It's like maybe it was a misunderstanding. Maybe he was supposed to be there to walk with her and she went alone and she forgot her EpiPen, or I don't remember. The EMT said that if you'd had your EpiPen, called the EpiPen, you might have lived. I cried for months thinking about how if I hadn't said what I did, we'd have gone home together. You would have been able to take your EpiPen out of my locker before leaving, and you wouldn't have died. Why it would be in your locker, I don't know. That's weird, but okay. Then one day, like a month later, you were back. I couldn't believe it. I was so happy. To have you back in my life was all I wanted. I could tell you how sorry I was, and maybe things could go back to how they were. But now I know they never will. You knew. You always knew how you died, didn't you? Yes. Everything you do is lie. Liar. 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 Queen of lies. Filth. Muck. Liar. No one believes you. Then why? What is this actually about? Holding you hostage. Manipulating you. Gaslighting you. Controlling you. Toxicity. You broke up with me. I thought if I made it seem like I didn't remember what happened that day, then maybe we could still be together. You tortured me all year, reminding me over and over and over that if I hadn't broken up with you, you might still be alive. And also you could pretend we were still together. And then during that time, just treating her like fucking shite. Yeah, well, you went along with it even though you knew how I died. I feel like she chose not to tell you how you died because of both guilt and just because how you might have reacted to it. She doesn't know how that shit works. You just didn't want to admit that you broke up with me because you knew it made you look bad. I doubt that's it. And you just took advantage of that. You broke up with me. Oh no! It's a high school romance and she broke up with you. Talk to literally almost every single human being that's ever been in high school. They've all done that. That's all happened. They've either done that or it's happened to them. And if it hasn't, then I'm sorry and I'm not trying to single you out. It's a pretty normal fucking experience to either get broken up with or to break up with someone. And chances are you probably did both, or at least had one of those happen to you more than once. It's friggin' high school. It's 4 years, it's formative years, it's important. Relationships, they're kind of a thing. Breakups happen. I don't really like how, like, weirdly confident and comfortable my character is, just quietly sitting there like, but whatever. Oh, wow. Are you're sniffling? I want to do the Spider-Man meme, like, oh, are you gonna cry? Are you gonna squirt some? Oh. I'm sorry. I know I hurt you. But I can't keep blaming myself for what happened. No, it's not like she pushed you onto the bees. You know, oh, not the bees, not the bees. It's not like she told you to walk home. It's not like she made you go that way. It was a fucking accident. People get broke up with. That you chose to react that way and you chose to walk home, and that you walked home through the woods and got killed by bees of all things. It's kind of on you. It is a little ironic, though, that you got broke up by a fairy who is a cryptid and has wings and antennae and is like insect-like, bee-like in some way, and then you died by bees. Like, that's a little ironic. Not in a funny way, but it's sort of like, it's not even really ironic. It's just sort of weirdly coincidental. But yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. We don't have to talk about it. Can't we just stay together and... No! You're just trying to sweep everything under the rug. You're just like, alright, fine. We don't have to talk about the fact that I knew and you knew, we both knew. Let's just stay together. You don't need to go to college. I don't know. Work this out. No! That should have happened immediately. Like, within, like, the first month or so of you coming back at the very latest. You've been using her the entire time. And she's just been letting it. So, no. Weren't we good together before? Can't say, but obviously you guys broke up, which is kind of a normal thing for high school, like I said. Yes. We had some great times together, but we broke up for a reason. We just don't work anymore. I know that now. I can't believe it. You really are leaving, aren't you? I am. And it's like, this isn't for fucking Stella. We aren't going to the same place. Stella's not said where she's going. Just that she's moving. Don't even know. I don't know as the player. I doubt Day knows. I didn't even know that Day did the school thing because, again, what do I know? She was gonna go anyway. This is just good to get done with. I'm gonna, like, miss you. Oh, you're gonna, like, miss her? Oh, well. We're gonna, like, feel kind of bad for you. I guess, maybe. I know. Oh my god. Guys, it's happening. I'm passing on to the other side. You're holding your hands up in, like, a way that makes me feel like you're making a joke and it's in poor taste. You better really pass on and, like, there better be, like, a whole, like, thing going on. But I just don't see it. Really? Wait. I'm so not ready for this. Shit. I'll always remember you. I can't believe she's actually gone. She's not. She just did what she... Did that look any different than what she always does? It was a little slower. She held her hands up. Does it even make sense that that's what did it? I mean, if she's really gone and she passed on, then good. But I doubt it. I guess that was her unfinished business? I doubt it. She's probably just either... I don't know, man. I don't want to speculate. Not. Wait, so you're not ascending or anything? No, losers. I'm a freaking ghost forever. I don't think that's how that works. Like, real talk. Like, I know more than I should about things like ghosts and stuff. you being a high school girl who just got broken up with, and in your overly emotional thing, decided to walk home through the forest and ended up getting attacked by, like, stumbling into a hive of bees, which almost certainly were not Africanized slash killer bees. You just ran into them and they like killed you because, bees, like, enough of them will kill you, or maybe you were allergic. I don't know. Well, okay, obviously you were allergic if you needed the EpiPen. Yeah, nah, I feel like you can move on, and it's you that doesn't want to and won't. So that's on you. Um, you're not a friggin' ghost forever unless you choose to be, which you might. But once she leaves, you'll probably just get bored. You'll probably fuck around and be a douche for like a couple years, and then you'll get bored of that, and you'll sort of not make a lot of appearances for maybe another 5 years to a decade. You'll just show up every now and then. Maybe there'll be a legend and you'll get connected to that. Like, they'll be like, oh, Buzzy Ingrid, Buzzy Ingrid, Buzzy Ingrid. And they say that, in a mirror, in the woods or something. Or I don't know, with honey or something. And then after a while that'll get even boring, and then you will just not bother, and then someday Day will come back here, seeing if you're still here, and you won't even interact with her, and you'll see how happy she is because she'll bring back somebody that isn't me, that they'll have like kids and a family, and they'll come visit their family and stuff, and you'll see that you were wrong all along, and you manipulated them and controlled them, and that they were trying to find you, and they'll leave flowers at your grave or something, and then you'll feel like your business is finished, and then you'll move on, or some stupid shit like that. Probably outlast this entire Earth. Not if I get the Ghostbusters on this. Put you in a fucking one of those little the early versions of the Pokemon traps. Not even I understand my paranormal, phantasmagorical form. Ugh, you are the worst. Whatever, nerds. Now, get out of here before you two make me puke. I mean, there's like a barrel right there in which you can puke. Like, fuck this bitch. Fuck this bitch.